The Girl from the Neem Tree, a real Indian horror case. In Rajasthan, just a few hours from Ajmer, there's a small village you won't find on any tourist map. Locals will tell you, whatever you do, don't stop there after sunset. It's not because of wild animals or thieves, it's because of her, the girl who lived and died under the old Neem tree. The villagers call this story the Neem Wali Chudel. It's a case from the early 1990s, and they swear every word is true. Her name was Rekha. She was only 16, a quiet, polite girl who never raised her voice. One morning, she was found dead near the village pond. There were no wounds, no blood, and no signs of a struggle. The only strange thing was a small piece of red thread tied tightly around her wrist. The locals knew what it was instantly, a thread used for protection against black magic. Her family was convinced someone had performed Kala Yadu on her. Even the village priest agreed. But the police dismissed it, ruling her death an accident. They closed the case. But 3 days later, the entire village woke up to screams. Her mother swore she had seen Rekha walking near the old Neem tree behind her house. Her hair was soaking wet, her feet caked in mud, but it was her eyes that chilled the woman to the bone. They were completely empty. The mother screamed, and neighbors came running, but the girl had vanished into the darkness. Most people refused to talk about what happened, but a few of the older women whispered a chilling phrase, Neem pe chad gaya. She climbed onto the Neem in Indian folklore. Neem trees are sacred, but they are also believed to attract the spirits of those who died an untimely death. Over the next week, things got stranger. Goats refused to graze anywhere near the tree. Village dogs would bark at nothing in the dead of night. Lights flickered on and off in the old brick houses. Some children even complained that someone was whispering to them through their bedroom windows. And every single night, without fail, someone would hear the faint, chilling sound of anklets jingling near the Neem tree. Finally, the village priest decided to perform a Shanti ritual to bring peace. But when he approached the tree, he froze in terror. Tied to one of its branches was a red thread, identical to the one found on Rekha's wrist. The priest refused to continue. He turned to the villagers and simply said, Ye Chaun Wali Atmahai, this is a wandering soul. And in folklore, wandering souls are the most dangerous. They aren't tied to the place of their death. They are tied to an unfinished wish. On the 10th day, the villagers' worst fears came true. A young boy vanished. A frantic search began, and they found him the next morning, unconscious, lying directly under the Neem tree. When he finally woke up, he kept repeating the same sentence over and over. Wo ro ro, rohaithi. She was crying. Later, he added something else. He said, She asked me for her thread. The boy had deep, thin claw marks all down his arm, as if from a woman's fingernails. Panicked, the villagers pooled their money and brought a famous tantric from Jodh. He spent the entire night chanting mantras near the tree. But just as the clock struck midnight, the chanting stopped. Then, the tantric started screaming. His assistants rushed to his side, but he had already collapsed. Before he fainted, he managed to whisper a few words that changed everything. She wasn't cursed, she was killed. The truth, or what the villagers believed to be the truth, spread like wildfire. Rekha had recently rejected a man from a neighboring village. This man was known to be involved in black magic. The villagers believe he tried to cast a spell to bind her to him, to make her his. But the ritual went horribly wrong. Instead of controlling her, it killed her, leaving her spirit restless, confused, and filled with rage. The tantric explained that Rekha wasn't an evil spirit. She was just trying to tell them the truth, trying to expose the man who murdered her. A final ritual was performed, but this time it wasn't to banish her spirit. It was to guide her to peace. During the ritual, many villagers swear they saw the clear figure of a young girl standing beneath the Neem tree. She looked at them, and then she smiled, before slowly turning and walking away into the darkness. After that night, the sound of anklets was never heard again. The whispers stopped. No one ever saw Rekha again. Today, that old Neem tree still stands. The locals still refuse to walk near it after dark, and no girl in that village will ever wear a red thread on her wrist. The police never reopened the case. The man Rekha had rejected disappeared without a trace. And to this day, the villagers will tell you, some curses aren't born from black magic. Sometimes, they're born from broken promises. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more stories from the shadows.